What's up everyone, my name is Dan and welcome to the Detail Guardz Car Care channel where we discuss all things detailing. Today's topic is how to clean and maintain your foam, microfiber or wool polishing pads. In this video, I will explain exactly how to do that safely without tearing them apart by using either our dirt lock pad washer or cleaning them by hand. I'm also going to go over some methods that you should really consider avoiding. But before we begin the show, take a second and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when we release a new video. Lastly, if you would like any of the products used in the video, simply head on over to the description box and everything will neatly be linked for you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. When cleaning your pads, the idea is to be as gentle and thorough as possible. After all, they come in direct contact with the paint, so they must be cleaned properly to avoid damaging the painted surface. But they can also tear or ruin very easily if they are incorrectly cared for. So first up, let's look over what we do not recommend before getting into our preferred methods. I strongly advise not to scrub them with a brush, toss them into a washing machine, or grind them in a bucket of water with your machine polisher. Pads are delicate and should be treated with care, so scrubbing them aggressively or grinding them with a machine polisher will only speed up the process of tearing apart the pad and potentially shorting out your machine polisher with water damage. Here is a good example of what scrubbing the pad will do to the fibers. Here's an example of two polishing pads. The one on the left was cleaned with our dirt lock pad washer, and the one on the right was scrubbed with a soft nylon brush. If you take a closer look at the pads, you can actually see that the fibers started to tear apart only on the ones cleaned with a nylon brush. By scrubbing the pad with a brush or grinding it in the bucket with your polisher, you actually begin to rip and deform the fibers that form the pad. Therefore, we strongly recommend not cleaning them this way if you want to properly use these pads for repeated use. Lastly, we do not recommend tossing them into a washing machine, as this is a quick way to break down the abrasive hook and loop backing, and it does not remove the compound trapped within the pads. So, how do we properly care for our polishing pads so we can continuously reuse them? Here is our top 2 ways to properly clean and maintain any polishing pad. A simple tried and true method to clean your polishing pads is to massage it under the tap with warm water in our pad cleaner solution. Now there's a proper technique here, and it's to use a massage-like motion. This allows the pad to absorb clean water and push out the unwanted chemicals without damaging the pad. The downside is this takes several minutes per pad to clean, and it's difficult to do on the fly, making it a time-consuming process for detailers and avid car owners. Now that I've shown you the correct way to wash your polishing pads by hand, I'm going to show you a much quicker and more efficient way, and it's to use our dirt lock pad washer. By using our pad washer, we combine the safe and gentle hand washing technique, but with modern technology to give you a perfectly clean pad within just a few seconds. So, how to use this system? All you have to do is simply snap in your pad washer attachment right into your dirt lock bucket filter, just like that. Then you're going to get a bucket with water, and you're going to place your dirt lock pad washer into the bottom of the bucket. And now as you push down, water is going to get pumped up through the openings, and that's going to go directly into your polishing pads. So the next step, you're going to take your polishing pads and you're going to spray it with some cleaner. Just like that. Then you can attach the polishing pads onto the hook and loop handle just like that, and you can give it a quick rubbing if you want. Then all you're going to do is pump it like a plunger, and all the abrasive that comes off the pad is going to get sucked underneath the dirt lock bucket filter, and it's just going to cycle clean water back into the pad. This generally takes about 10 to 15 seconds per pad to clean, and you can see I do almost like a twisting motion as I push down. All right, there you go. First pad's clean. All right, just wring it out, and you can let this air dry. Now, I don't recommend spin drying it on your machine polisher, as the G-forces actually pull and tear apart the foam pad, and it actually eventually over time starts to deform the actual foam. Not so much on the microfiber, but definitely on the foam pads. There we go, another clean pad. So you can see this actually takes hardly any time or effort at all. There you go, another clean pad. And you'll start to see the water probably changing color a little bit, and that's just the dye that's actually in the polishing compound. So obviously, as the dirt lock does its thing to release all the compound and chemicals, it's just the dye that's left on top. Don't worry, it's completely harmless. All the heavy abrasive gets sucked underneath the dirt lock bucket filter. That way, you're always using clean water back into the polishing pad. And there you go. 3 pads cleaned in no time. Now, once you're finished cleaning your polishing pads, all you're going to do is take the dirt lock bucket filter out, pull out the pad washing attachment, and it's going to store right into the supplied handle, just like this. And you can mount our bracket anywhere on your wall, in your garage. That way, you simply just hang it, and you have a nice storage unit. A major bonus is that the system can be used in your wash bucket when cleaning your vehicle to prevent swirl marks and scratches. The pad washer will quickly dislodge any grit coming off your wash mitt, and the dirt lock bucket filter will suck the filth underneath the screen and out of harm's way so you do not scratch the vehicle. Here's a demo of how well the dirt lock bucket filter works to clean the water. On the far right is your typical traditional styled filter, and on the far left, we even stacked 2 of them. In the middle is our dirt lock bucket filter, and you can actually see it actively pulls and traps harmful particles to ensure the water above is much safer to reuse. This technology helps to filter your wash water, ensuring your polishing pads and wash mitt is safe and clean to reuse on your vehicle or your customer's prized possessions. There you have it, our 2 best ways to clean your polishing pads. You can use either our dirt lock pad washer to quickly clean all your pads, and also have a professional bucket filtering system to wash your vehicle to prevent swirl marks and scratches. Or if you're just starting out, you can opt for the traditional hand wash under the tap until you're ready to upgrade.